So, is there a difference between the music business and rapping?
No.
No.
I don't see where it would
Well,
be,
yeah,
no.
there is, because the music
Okay.
business is a business. Rapping is an art
Exactly.
form.
So if you're a popular rapper and you can't make songs and they're investing money in you, what you think they're gonna do? What you think is gonna happen for you?
Yeah, well,
Okay, that's okay.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, I see what you said. I guess. Okay, my apologies. I didn't understand what you were asking. I thought you meant, is rap considered that? I mean, that's where it's industrious at in the music industry. You know what I'm saying? Rapping. Now, outside of that, if we beating on the bench tables like we used to do at lunchtime, and rapping, then no, yeah, exactly. That's it. But now, me personally, that's what I said. Me personally, I don't give a fuck if you are in the industry. If you go in there and you spit and you're a spitter, then be a spitter. Now, when it comes to arranging songs, I guess you're right. I guess that would be another issue. I've had Plex, I've had Fats advise me, and all of us have done it for each other, I believe, before, or certain words should be here or there.
yeah, but that's different. That's a collaborative effort.
Okay, well, that's different then. I'm just making sure that's not considered as a fucking ghostwriter.
No.
I owe you niggas money, and I was finna hang up right now. I ain't got it. Pierre Marie, nigga, I ain't got it.
No.
Marie, nigga, I ain't got
Collaborating with other artists, making a song, that's different. Because that happens regardless throughout music in every genre. But if you consider yourself a MC, regardless of the music production behind you or the machine behind you, if you consider yourself an MC, then you need to be writing your lyrics. I mean, that's MCing to me is poetry. So I couldn't hear, Langston Hughes saying, I got a ghostwriter that wrote all my poetry.
Right.
I just say it when it's time for me to get on stage. I mean, then no, you're not. You're just the entertainer at that point. You're just a rapper. So to me,
what would you rank KRS-One as far as MC? What would you rank?
MC. I'll rank him up there.
Now he's on record for saying if Rakim would have said, I got a rap for you, he would have spit it.
Okay.
Yeah, but we all know that KRS-One also writes his own lyrics. So, I mean, that's no different from me. That's no different from me making a whole album and say, look, Gay, I want you to say this part right here. 10, I want you to say this part right here. We're not technically ghostwriting, but
he said if Rakim came to him with a whole rap, he's going to record it. He said somebody like a Rakim can write for you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if y'all heard it, but the police have made their weekly visit. I don't know if everybody heard the show, but they're here. But keep going. But so he said he would write it. He would rap it if interesting.
He said off top. He said somebody like that. He said because that's Rakim.
Well, I can see that. I can see that because Rakim writes his own lyrics. But he writes his own lyrics as well. But if you ain't writing your own lyrics at all, and you claiming that you an MC, you're not. You can't be in that MC car.
And that's where the argument comes in, because it doesn't matter. If we know you write your own rhymes, but the moment you have a ghostwriter, they eliminate all that.
Yeah.
Like the only reason why Drake survived that whole ghostwriting thing, which he really still haven't, because everybody says he can't consider himself a top MC now because of that one time he had a ghostwriter, which was Quentin, which wasn't the one time he did more than one song.
Yeah, but he did a whole album with Quentin. So, I mean, that's different. It's kind of different from having somebody write a song for you. I mean, what is it? MC Search wrote a song for Rakim.
He has, that's what I'm saying. But what about all the work he put in before that?
Yeah, but as soon as you reciting a whole album and claiming that it's yours, knowing that somebody else wrote it, you can't be an MC after that. I don't care about collaborations or somebody. If you and your homies, maybe 10 wrote a verse or a song that sound better with me saying or you saying it, we still consider ourselves MCs because all in all, we still write our own lyrics for 99.9% of the time. So I wouldn't hold that against KRS as being an MC.
Well, wouldn't it be 100% of the time for us? Nobody's ever. I wouldn't.
No. I was saying. I wrote
this verse, and I feel that this is something Black Tim would say. I would still say, well, nigga, you finna be Fats, Plex, or Yayo saying something that Tim would say. I'm not gonna do it. I write my own raps.
No, I get that, but what I'm saying is,
verse different, a hook different.
But we're not even calling hooks because everybody writes hooks across the board for each other. But I'm just saying a verse or a song. If I wrote a song that sound better with you saying it, or vice versa, or with Ye saying it, or the vice versa, I still wouldn't hold that against that person as a rap or as an MC, because 99% of the time, and we're including that one time that somebody else wrote a verse for him or a song for him. That's why I get that 99.99%. Because you got that 1% where you didn't write it, you just recited it. I wouldn't hold that against them. But if you're doing it, if it's consecutive, that every song that you got is not your own penmanship, then yeah, you're not an MC, you're a rapper. But if you're writing 100% of your material, and that one time somebody spits something for you, like, and he's like, I wrote it for you, and you like it, you recite it verbatim, then yeah, you got a ghostwriter. But most of the time, most of these guys, they'll change things up and make it their own, because again, it goes against what originally hip hop was supposed to be when it comes to an MC. So I'm pretty sure. Well, I'm pretty sure KRS would have changed some of that verse to fit his flow style and flow pattern and how he speaks. Because him and Rakim's style is completely different.
So even though I was talking about the ladies of hip hop, but you brought up the Drake guy, do you feel that? So are you saying that? Okay, so does he lose status as an elite MC to you or not? Because I mean, I don't really. I think Drake is very talented, and I definitely could see where what Drake is. He's in the vein like me and like we spoke previous plexus with R Fat and Yayo, R Fats and Yayo. He's the punchline guy. You know what I'm saying? And he's dope at it. So does he lose any status of that for the Quentin Miller incident?
Yes.
No.
I do. Okay. He loses the status of being an MC, but he does not lose the status of being a rapper or a great entertainer.
A great entertainer, yeah.
He makes good music. I still listen to his music.
You say, yeah,
but he can't be in that MC card. He can't. I can't say like these are my top 10 and include him, or top 20 and include him, because he's now lost that status.
The reason why I say yeah, because he's written for other people.
He's what?
He's written for other people.
Yeah.
Not only R&B, but he's written for Lil Wayne on the Carter.
Yeah, he's written, but I can't give him that MC status anymore. He's got an asterisk around his name.
So for Plex, it's definitely an asterisk, and for Yayo, you're saying there's no asterisk?
No, because his previous work proved it. Like, so Snoop gets eliminated from that thing. Because
I never thought Snoop was a great lyricist to begin with.
I never seen Snoop as a great lyricist, but he's definitely a hardcore ass MC as far as that gangster shit he spit.
I think he's a great artist. I don't think he's I don't consider him as a lyricist in that regard. I consider him a dope artist. I consider him a dope rapper. He can freestyle. He hits all the checkpoints of an MC. I just don't consider him an MC. I consider him more of an artist, because he does so many different genres of music now. If he just stayed with rapping in it, that'd be different. But he does multiple things. That's why I can't consider Drake a dope MC. I consider him a dope artist, a dope rapper. I like his music. He does a lot of popular music that I like. I don't hold anything against him, but I can't put him in that MC card. I can't. He doesn't line up in what my standards are of a top 10, top 20, top 50.
Okay, you MC. Know what? I'm sorry to interrupt you, but we originally talking about females.
But females,
that's fine. But
females.
So Nicki Minaj has an asterisk, is what you're saying? Because I've never known her to have a ghostwriter. That's new information to me. I've always thought she was just her penning her own shit.
I mean, I know that she
Safari wrote for her.
I know that Safari wrote some of the stuff for her, but I don't know if he wrote everything for her. Or
Safari.
I don't know if Safari wrote everything for her, but I know they did a lot of collabs, because they at one point was in a group together. So I don't know if
he wrote Love Is Revenge.
Yeah, but how much of his
He
input
wrote
was
the
in
whole
it?
song.
Oh man, well,
He wrote the whole song.
never mind
What
then.
song?
Made him-
Roman's Revenge. I
Roman's
didn't really
Revenge.
care for that anyway.
Safari wrote that Woman's Revenge was the hardest shit I heard from that young
Man, I
lady.
didn't really care
Except
for
for
it.
Chun-Li. I mean, well, it's all subjective. I like Woman's Revenge.
He did that song is. He wrote that.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
Okay.
But he's come out publicly and said that he wrote, you know, a lot of her stuff and that he helped
then
her
got
with a lot of
sued
her
and had to
style and
back up.
flow.
Well, what the hell is wrong with him on his shit? Because his shit don't be bar savvy. Woman's Revenge was bar savvy.
Because she sounds better doing that
Have you
style
ever
than
heard
he
it?
does. That's really
Yeah,
what
he
it
does.
is. When they first split up and he
Since
went
that.
solo, if you go back and look at when he first went solo without her, he was doing the same. He was doing that same style, and it just didn't sound good compared to how way she does it. She perfected that
She's
style.
It's a girl.
Yeah.
She's a female.
She just
Okay.
perfected that style of rapping. I mean, I wouldn't even say it's because she's a female or because he's a male. It's just because she came out first with it.
She says, "Oh well, that like her Caribbean type of flow, even though she's mixed with whatever she's mixed with." She says that influence comes from Foxy. It don't. It comes from him. Foxy don't even sound like that when she rapping her Caribbean thing like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't say anything I heard from Nicki sound like Foxy,
Nothing.
even her Caribbean thing that she does.
It's all
Yeah.
She don't sound like Foxy at
Okay.
all to me. None of it sounds like that to
not
me.
at all. None of it. Yeah, that's a reach as far as I'm concerned. But either way it goes, that is the one thing that I still adhere and hold high to a higher standard when it comes to MCing. Pin your own shit. I'm not talking about hooks. I'm not talking about a record label bringing you in there and, well, let's structure the song like
But
this.
see,
This is what the song's going to be about.
But this is where it gets tricky at though, because females, most of them go through that. Well, most artists go through it. Yeah, you can be lyrically dope, and you can have the best pen in the game. Okay, Papoose is one of the top 5 MCs.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So what you in the music business for? That's what I'm saying. There's a difference between rapping and hip hop and lyrics and all that.
Grind thirsty. Yeah, yes sir. Yo, it's the ugly. I'm about to break it. Man, fuck that. Check it out. Power and momentum. Vocal bullets bring the host to your building. Same time, feed the souls of your children. Closed minds get exposed to the vision. Same time, double a sword to the throat of the serpent and kingdom. Kinda hard not to walk in the blues. Hard to walk the avenues where they ain't got no